Hello gamers, Infinite Gamer here, back at it again with another top 5 video for you guys. And it's been a while since I've done one of these top 5 videos, so I'm really excited to get back into the groove of doing the top 5 videos. So today I'm going to be bringing you guys a top 5 list of my least favorite characters in Overwatch. Now, this list can get confusing because it's going to be a mix of heroes that I don't like on my team, heroes that I'm just not good at playing, that I don't like them, and heroes that I hate going against, or a combination of all two of them. Other one. There's going to be heroes on this list that I am terrible at playing, that I am, like, good at playing, but just don't like playing, or characters that I just don't like seeing on my team, or the enemy team, or just characters that I hate going against. So that's basically what's going to be in this video. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Before I actually get into the top 5, I have an honorable mention for you guys. And my honorable mention for one of my top 5 least favorite heroes in Overwatch is Ana. Now, it's not that Ana is a bad character. I'm not saying that at all. Actually, I think Ana is a good character. But Ana is one of the hardest heroes to master in Overwatch. And that comes a steep learning curve. And sometimes I just don't have the time to learn every single hero. So I don't want to learn some heroes, and I'll focus on learning more heroes. But more than anything, Ana is just like, I don't play as her much. I don't really like playing as her because I generally don't play support unless I play Lucio or Zenyatta sometimes. Well, those are the only support heroes I'll play. Ana is not a bad hero, like I said before. She's great when it comes to healing, but when it comes to dealing damage, she's not the greatest. I think you'll, if you want to play support but deal damage, go try Zenyatta. I think you'll try that as well. But Ana is really just a backline supporter, and that's all she is. And since, for me, I play DPS a lot, I main Genji, and then I also play other characters like Soldier 76, McCree, Reaper, characters like that. So I'm used to be up in the front line, getting up close in people's face, dealing a lot of damage, going for kills. So when I play with a healer like Ana, that'll be the playstyle that I'm using, and that can't be the playstyle that you're playing as for a healer, especially for Ana. And so that's why I really don't like Ana. I'm not saying she's a bad hero at all. Of course, this is my top 5, so if you like Ana, good for you. I'm sure you're great with her. But anyway, that's an honorable mention of my top 5 least favorite heroes in Overwatch. And in at the number 5 spot, we've got Zarya. Now, Zarya is another one of those characters that is a very good character, just not for me. And always keeping in mind, this is my top 5 list, and it's not based on statistics or anything like that. So I'm just saying what my least favorite characters are. And Zarya is a really interesting character for me because I'm really bad at Zarya. And you'll probably see that in this gameplay here. I mean, I do okay as Zarya, but I don't go off like some of these pros do. But Zarya is just one of those characters that I don't think she's too hard to learn, but she has a very complicated kit. Like, it's kind of hard to learn where to put your shields down, how to charge your weapon fully charged, how to really properly use your ultimate, what Zarya is good for, things like that. So, I think that's what tricks a lot of players up. When they first see Zarya, it's like, oh, alright, so he just shoots a beam of energy, and they don't even charge their gun, and it does very little damage. They go in, they die, stuff like that. So they don't really know the whole package that comes with Zarya, and I think that I'm just really bad at Zarya is the same thing as well. I don't play her a lot, which is basically the same thing with all these heroes on this list, except for maybe the last two. But Zarya is just, Zarya's a good hero, let me just say that. She's not a bad hero. She's great when it comes to competitive. There's almost always a Zarya on competitive when I go play in competitive. And that's because she's great for almost everything except for flanking. And that's basically it. She's good for dealing damage. She's got a good ultimate. She's good for blocking damage because of her shields. She can absorb damage because she's got a shield generator around her that restores. She's also got a big base health energy, so she's just a good character, just not for me. And I don't really play her a lot, and I don't really intend to because she's not one of the characters that I enjoy playing. But for all you Zarya mains out there, she's a good character. And in at the number 4 spot, we've got Symmetra. Now, Symmetra is one of those characters on here that just flat out sucks. So I'm not saying that Symmetra's a bad hero, or actually, yes, I am saying that Symmetra's a bad hero. Now, I don't want to offend all you Symmetra mains out there. She's not bad when it comes to quick play, but she's horrible when it comes to competitive. She's got one of the lowest win rates ever in competitive, I think, along with maybe, I don't know, Mercy, I think? I'm not even sure. But I know Symmetra has one of the lowest win rates in competitive. And that's because she's just countered by so many heroes, and her weapon kit, I believe, is very underpowered in its own right. I mean, her turrets let me start off with the turrets. The turrets are not going to kill anyone unless there's like 10 of them in one place at the same time. And any hero, smart hero, can take all of them out before they even come close to killing them. And I believe that her photon cannon or weapon is very underpowered because she has to be at really, really close range to use it effectively. And a lot of heroes can outrange her with that. She can be sniped, shot, I don't know, mode, frozen, anything like that. I can keep her from doing it. And now, for her Photon Barrier is probably one of the worst abilities in Overwatch. And I say that because it's one of the most useless abilities in Overwatch. It just gives people around you 25% armor, which is good in its own case, but it's not that good when you look at it. And then her ultimate, don't even get me started on her ultimate. Well, I do like when there's a Symmetra on my team and she places a teleporter in spawn, so we don't have to walk all the way back to the objective when we're defending. I do like that part. The shield generator is basically a glorified photon barrier, which is not cool. So I don't know why they put 2 ultimates in. I am a fan of the teleporter though, but Symmetra is also one of those characters that sucks, but I am not bad with her. I think she's one of the only characters on this list that I'm not terrible with. So yeah, that's Symmetra for you guys. So now, coming in at number 3, we've got the hero that I pretty much hate the most on this list, even though it comes in at number 3, but pretty much the one I hate all around, and that is Hanzo. I hate playing as Hanzo, I hate seeing a Hanzo in the enemy team, I hate going up against Hanzos, I hate when a Hanzo is on my team, I hate everything about Hanzo, and I'll give an explanation why. So Hanzo is really one of those characters that I don't know if is really tough to learn. I'm not really sure about that, but he's tough to learn for me, which is what sets him apart from the rest. I hate seeing a Hanzo on my team because a lot of times we'll have a Widowmaker, and then some jerk just decides to be Hanzo. And here's the thing, most players that play Hanzo suck at Hanzo, but they like Hanzo for some reason. So most low-level players, probably under level 25, they haven't really reached competitive yet, or they have, and they're gotten too mad because they keep losing games and they're dropping down to like 100 SR bronze. And then basically they're going to play Hanzo, and they're terrible with Hanzo, because Hanzo requires one thing, really good aim and timing. So 2 things, really. Really good aim and timing, and that's all you need to be a really good Hanzo. And I have neither of those, which is why I play a lot of the heroes that don't require good aim. But yeah, Hanzo is one of those characters that truly relies on one, like, pretty crucial skill, and if you don't have that skill, you're basically screwed, and that's why most players are not good at Hanzo because they don't have good aim, and I don't have good aim either, so I shouldn't be complaining, but I just hate everything about Hanzo. I hate when he's on my team, I hate going up against him, and I hate playing as him. So yeah, there you go guys, there's Hanzo. Now coming in at number 2, we have probably one of the most OP, and in some people's minds, the most OP hero in Overwatch, and that is Bastion. Man, the things I could say about Bastion. Bastion is a robot that switches into a turret mode, and he's just a giant minigun that's deadly. Fastest fire rate in the game, probably highest damage per second in the game. And he's basically a monster when put in the right hands, which is basically any hands, because when you play Bastion is one of those heroes that literally takes no skill at all to be good at. He's basically like Junkrat, where all you really have to do is spray your weapons random places and you'll get kills. Like with Junkrat, all you really have to do is launch grenades all over the place and you'd eventually get a kill. That's the same thing with Hanzo. You just have to set up your sentry turret in a place that can't be sniped from afar, and then you have to practice the art of spraying your enemies and hope that there's no Genji on the other team. A really coordinated team, especially in these higher ranks of competitives, knows how to deal with a Bastion, because Bastion, even though he seems very overpowered, has a lot of counters. Reaper can teleport behind him, Genji can sneak up on him, deflect, Tracer can teleport behind him, like sneak a pulse bot in. He's just got so many counters, so it's really tough to counter Bastion. No, not counter. It's really tough to play Bastion now because more and more people are knowing how to deal with a Bastion. But if you're in quick play and you're in less coordinated teams, most of the time they're not going to know how to deal with you as a Bastion. And that's when people start to get really annoyed and complaining, oh, Bastion needs a nerf, Bastion needs this, Bastion needs that. So Bastion is really just, he's one of my least hated, or not most hated characters in Overwatch. Now, finally, coming in at number 1, we have the bane of my existence when it comes to Overwatch. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mei. Mei is the most annoying and hated character in Overwatch, in my opinion. Because she's annoying, overpowered, hard to deal with in a fight, hard to kill, all the above. She can build ice walls, wall you off. She could she can freeze you, and then while you're frozen, you're forced to stand there and watch while she aims her gun at your face, headshots you, and then you're dead. And then, if you do manage to get her low health, which is kind of hard, by the way, because May's a bit of a mini tank, she can retreat into her ice cocoon and recall all of that health again, and then she freezes you again and headshots you like she always does. And that's why May is the most annoying and hated character in Overwatch, because she's just like, it's so simple. Except May is actually surprisingly hard to learn, or learn and play, as you can see in this gameplay here. And so, a lot of people don't know that you have to be actually good at May to actually play well as May, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. So, here, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you May, the most hated and the most OP character in Overwatch, in my opinion. Guys, there's my top 5 least favorite heroes in Overwatch, in my opinion. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed, and be sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you're new to the channel and you are not yet subscribed. I'll probably have more of these top 5 lists coming out soon, especially when it comes to Overwatch, because there's so much content there for Overwatch. So anyway, guys, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and this is Infinite Gamer signing out. Peace out.